Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Spirit and You. My name is Debbie and welcome to your February 2019 reading, and it's really lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for your likes and for those of you that subscribed. It's really fantastic. Thank you for that. I seem to be slowly but surely up they go. It was on 108 last time I looked, so very exciting, and thanks ever so much. So I really appreciate you being here. I wanted to say something to you, Cancer. I pulled out 8 cards for us, which is the sort of timeline that I've decided I would do from here on in. And I got my angel cards ready and I started to shuffle them because I thought something angelic felt right, but then I had to stop. And I got my spirit cards out, and although it's quite normal to either have an angel card or a spirit card or both, this card flew out. Zebra, can you see that? And it was so strong that it was like I just had to start the reading with it. So do you mind if I do that? Because it just feels right. So the zebra is a beautiful little gem as far as I'm concerned. Visionary, creative, playful, adventurous. It's kind of cultured and wise at the same time. It's got so many things, attributes. So it felt right for you, and it was making me feel like this particular month that you need to step into that adventurous side of you, step into that creative side of you, and step into that playful side of you, that side that just wants to go and do something crazy, something fun, something extraordinary even. And I think that's lovely. So that's what that felt like. So you know, it might be that you're literally just going to go on this big adventure and you've been planning it and you're waiting for it, and this card will say, okay, let's do it. Because when is there a good time to be creative? It's when you feel like it, and if that seems to be now, then do it, you know, gallop off. It feels like that. So I just had to bring this card forward first because it wouldn't wait. So visionary, creative, playful, adventurous, sense of wisdom, eccentricity as well, sort of going off. It's like that. So there you are. I just think that's fantastic. You know, there seems to be that there's a side of you that, you know, people want to be around. Bring that out this month. Bring it out. It's fun, isn't it? Now, first card, we have 2 of Wands. So this starts off February, first week in February, sort of thereabouts anyway. Excuse me. This is travel. This is your goals, your ambitions, the energy that you feel wanting to move forward. It's also the how people perceive you. Quite important. You do want to have some standing in life, and you do want to be creative, and you do want to be recognised for who you are. And this card would dictate that that's what's happening. Because if you look at the colours on this card here, look at the energy. I mean, all of this is energy, and it's your personal energy. So it's you looking at the situation at work, looking at the situation in terms of, well, my goals and my desires, my dreams, my ambitions, what are they exactly? Do I see myself moving in that direction? Am I going forward with my projection at work, in my dreams, my desires, that kind of thing? If it applies to a relationship, it's where do I see myself going in this relationship? There's certainly lots of energy there saying, propelling you forward, propelling you forward. So it is important to you, it's important to all of us, isn't it, that, you know, people perceive us in a good way, that we feel good about ourselves, and you should do, because you've got all this creativity and all this drive. You're ambitious, and there's nothing wrong with that. This feels for me, for you, that this is you moving forward with whatever makes you feel good in the workplace, in your business, in the relationship, because you're moving forward, and you could be travelling just like your lovely zebra suggested you do, okay? Moving forward. Very nice for the beginning of the month. Look at that energy, and look at the way that it moves. It's a steady, progressive moving forward, believing in yourself and taking that leap of faith almost. Very nice. And it's a number 2. So it draws me to you, particularly to how you see yourself. And talking about 2s, the next card that you got was the 2 of Swords. There you are. See that? Yeah. Okay. Two of Swords. Now, because of this propelling, going forward motion, the Two of Swords can suggest that you're feeling, well, I'm not sure which way to go. It sometimes means an indecision, and it's kind of an indecision in your mind, but only in your mind. It's not that you're trapped in any way, and you mustn't feel like that. So if there's a decision to be made, whether it be at work, whether it be in your personal life, some sort of business, whatever it is that you do that requires a decision, whichever area of your life that may be, you can make that decision wisely. So there's a form of you thinking, which way do I go? But you've got this drive and this propelling forward. So this could just mean a decision. And it just means that, right, well, I've got two choices. Am I going this way or am I going that way? Whichever feels right for you. And it's important then that you sort of, you know, we don't want to spend too much time in our head, but the same token, because there's a creative side to you, it is good to think it out, but don't fall into the trap of feeling indecisive. Don't fall into the trap of thinking, I don't know, the decision's too hard for me to make. It isn't. You really do have the capacity to decide which way you're going forward, which decision that you need to make. So I don't want you to feel trapped in any way. In fact, I want you to think of X marks the spot. That's the way I go. Use that intellect, use that imagination to move forward. Very nice. Then, kind of going into the second week now, you got the sign up low. This is the Death card. I know this particular depiction of it is a bit wow, isn't it? But of course, it only means transformation. It just means that. So a transformation of a situation, a transformation of yourself. Maybe you're moving forward with something. Maybe you're deciding that you're going to change things. It could be transformation in a relationship. It really does mean just a change of something, a breaking down, a falling away of an old habit, an idea, a relationship, a job. It's you transforming. It's very positive because, you know, in life, when a situation comes along, or as we go on our journey, there are often things that come along that test us and that try us and that need us to really just shake it down, strip it back and transform it. Now, because of your creativity, and because you're a water sign as well as this, because this is Scorpio, you've got that intensity in you. So you've got that ability, excuse me, I've got something in my eye. You've got that ability to change the situation. This card would say to you, you'll be transforming for the best because it'll be for your highest good. It'll be something that you know you need to do. So anything that comes along that's in a transformative style or phase or makes you feel like you've got to change it, even if it's just, well, I'm going to change the way I look. You know, it's February now, and January I made some, I don't know, New Year's resolutions even. I made some plans and I didn't quite get it right, but February I'm absolutely sure I'm going to do it. You know, like I've got this decision, maybe I'm going to transform things, but also at the very beginning of the month I'm moving forward with my goals and my desires. So maybe you're just changing something that moves you forward, and not to be worried about that, because transformation is a good thing. We have to transform things and transform ourselves to grow. So take it as something creative and use it. And guess what? Sort of second week as well. Let me just look down at the card. It's the Hierophant. This card, whenever this comes through, always, and particularly the way I'm feeling it for you now, is a message. It's like your teacher's coming. It could be that some of you are studying and that you're taking a course and therefore you're being tutored, or you've got a lecturer, or you're just somebody's mentoring you, they're helping you. But it feels to me very much like when this card appears, and for you, the way that this is moving forward for you, is that there's a lesson to be learnt that's going to be taught to you. Now, that could come in various guises and various forms. It could be a message from another person, literally. It could be that something comes into your head and feels like something from beyond almost, that you just got this inkling, this sign, this idea, and it's a message. It feels like that sort of teacher element. So it could be somebody that's actually a teacher and they're involved with other people and they're showing them the way to go. They're showing them how to broaden their horizons and open up the doors, and showing them the avenue of which way to go, which way to address the situation, to transform the situation and to move forward with the situation. So I feel that strongly, and it feels very spiritual to me, because when you've got this zebra, and it was this spirit animal card. It very much wanted to come out and talk about you, your creativity, your playfulness, your wisdom, the sense of adventure, that's something inside of you that needs to come out. And it could be that it's coming in the form of a message, a teacher, you're learning something, you're uncovering something. Also might be rediscovering some part of you that's been locked away, and there's the key that opens up the door. It feels rather magical to me. Going into the third week, Mother of Wands. There you are, can you see that? Yeah, Mother of Wands. Really lovely. So this is, I did mean to say earlier that with the transformation as well here, not forgetting it's the sign of Scorpio. So there's always the possibility as well that somebody might be around you that's a Scorpio. The month of November, and there may be that sort of intensity with them. There could be something happening, the intensity of making that transformation as well. So just bear in mind that Scorpio could come through as well for some of you. Now this is the Mother of Wands, and this is when you're, you know, at the beginning of the month I mentioned to you about the wands here, the Two of Wands, about you moving forward, driving forward, travelling, energy being really strong and creative and centred. It's got that levelness of it. This has the same feeling, has the same drive, the same propensity and the same movement. So I love the idea that it's a mother, because that's the nurturing side of you. It could also be your own mother, or you could be a mother looking after your children and really protecting them, because I get that sense of that, and wanting to nurture them and show them which direction to go in. Very possible. In terms of work, it's you being in a really good position. It's reaching a level of maturity, either just a level of maturity or reaching in age maturity, where you kind of have got things figured out. You're understanding what makes you tick. What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire? What do I expect from the work that I do, the people that I'm with, the situations that I find myself in, my day-to-day, my life really, and how do I want to protect myself, nurture myself, and keep that going so that it remains positive. So it's you staking your claim, but it's a sense of you really knowing yourself at this particular point, you having that understanding of what you need to move forward, what you need to make those goals become a reality. Feels very nice for you. Okay, and you've got the Ace of Wands then. So this is 1, 2, say third week now. So the Ace of Wands here. Can you see that okay? Here we go again. Lovely fire energy, desires, dreams, goals, ambitions, determination, that creativity. This, I feel, this is you standing here. This is you standing upright. This is you having something illuminated. As you can see these colours here, can't you? You can see that illumination. You know, we just talked about you knowing yourself and finding yourself and reaching a level of understanding. This is you being really self-assured, really sure of yourself. At work, for sure at work, those goals, where you see yourself going. This is also very divinely sent, which comes back to this zebra again with this sort of magical adventure side of you. This is like the hand of God, as it were, the universe giving you something. This is an ace is always a beginning of something. It's something really good. It's news that you want. So whatever these desires are, these dreams, these things that keep you going, this need to better yourself and to secure your family environment, this says that you've got this covered, and that something good is coming in on that work front, and also on a relationship, because I get the sense of you starting to realise what it takes to be in a relationship and what is needed from you to make the relationship work, the nurturing that you need to give and the nurturing that you expect back, but also the independence that you need to have in a relationship and the independence that you need to have at work, because there's an element of you being able to do this solo. I do get that lovely teamwork aspect from you, because I know that you're very sociable and you're very creative and you're very funny, but this is that level of maturity where you stand alone and you stand proud and you stand assured in what you do in all of your aspects, because this energy comes out, which means that it comes from the centre of you and radiates out. So it's that inner knowing and inner understanding of you, and it's something to be very proud of as well, because you've reached a level and you will continue to do so. Beautiful. Oh, you know, I just mentioned teamwork. This draws me very strongly to teamwork. This is you've got a big wand feeling going on here. This is your propensity to make something happen this month. So this is the Three of Wands. This is you surveying the situation, looking at the bigger picture of your life, your goals, again, dreams, desires, determination. We can't get round that because the wands keep popping up for you. So they're obviously here to talk to you. They're talking about you moving forward. They're talking about you seeking what you need, you driving yourself forward, you moving. Some of you are going to be going camping as well. Now, obviously that depends on where you are in the world, but you're definitely doing that. That might be that adventure that I'm thinking about, that going off, because there's a drive in you that just wants to express yourself. This card, the energy here is in the middle, as you can see the colours, and you have got, I'm just looking down at them, you've got 3 cards at the moment that are just very, very powerful with energy, very, very full of colour, which is you and that passion in your tummy, that burning desire. So this makes me feel as if you are very, very centred, but you are radiating out your energy. It feels like this month you want to propel yourself. You really want to get on with things. You want to talk about what it is that you need to communicate. You want to celebrate with people that you want to celebrate with. You want to be around your family at the same time. You want conversations, and you also want manifestation. You want things to come to you, and you're starting to be aware of the law of attraction, that what you put out comes back. And it's living and breathing and embodying that sense of anything's possible, that will keep you going and that will open up your horizons. This new moon that we've got, for instance, as fleeting as it is, you know, I can't say that word, it reverberates for a little while, and it's then that you manifest things. It's then that you use that lunar aspect of you. Let's face it, the moon is you. So using your imagination, your dreams, your connection to the other realm to connect you to what you want to do. So get involved with people that will help you move forward, that will help you project yourself the way that you want, and that want to work with you. That collaboration, teamwork is what I'm getting, teamwork. With the ace here, you standing alone, that's a level of ability. Standing alone, that's a level of I'm sure of who I am now, and I'm going to project that, because if you don't believe in you, nobody will. So you've got to come from you for people to say, yeah, there's an energy that I want to be around, and let's face it, you've got a lot of it. So teamwork, you moving forward, you projecting yourself. It's family as well, but this particular reading for you is very driven. It's very much about what you want to do. Yes, you've got your family, your partner, and all of those things, and they are very important to you. That mothering aspect that we had earlier, that nurturing, of course, and nurturing yourself. But strongly is coming through your work ethic, your need to sustain yourself, to bring more money in, to give that level of being comfortable. You know, if you just being able to sit in that lovely chair that you've bought, that new bed that you've bought, the money's there. And talking about the money, interestingly, right at the end of the month here, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So that brings you to the idea is, as you're going through the month and you're coming to the end of it here, the Six of Pentacles says, right, we're going in the right direction. We're headed up. We've got things. You see this fruit here, it's like the trees up here, and you pluck the fruit down and you're plucking it and it drops down and then it becomes bountiful. So the pentacles always mean money, and finances are important because that's what makes the world go round. And of course, with this month of you being so driven and so wanting to make something of yourself, prove yourself, make your mark as it were, then money factors, doesn't it? And this says, it being a number 6 means, well, you're not all the way there, but you're more than half, so you're going in the right direction. And I get a sense of direction with you because you started off with your Two of Wands, direction, movement, movement. And then you had your 2 as well. So movement, making decisions, which way do I go? And then you've got the teacher coming through with a message, telling you which way to go, giving you direction in some form of studying, of somebody giving you a message, of you telling them. And then, of course, the mother of one's here, the nurturing, the protecting, the I know who I am. All of this leads to you coming to the end of the month with really a comfortable feeling. So you're driven all the way through the month. You're using your creativity as your zebra wanted you to do, aren't you? And there's a sense of commitment. There's a sense of commitment. There's a sense of you wanting to move forward. I'd like to show you all who I am. I'd like to show you all who I am. I'd like to express myself. I'd like you to see me for everything, you know, warts and all, as they say. I'm just happy to be me, and I want to be around people like let me get this card, the 3 of Wands here. I just feel these being together now. It's here you are, that lovely adventurous side, that I'm going off, I'm doing things, I'm wanting to work with people and talk things through and communicate, but I want to be around people that want to be around me. I want them to see my variation. I want them to see my expansion. I want them to see where I come from. I want like them to see my vision. And you get that again, don't you, with your Ace of Wands? Look, that's, you know, that visionary side of things, which comes in around the zebra feeling, that visionary aspect that you've got. I really like the way this month looks for you. It's kind of it feels like you'll be really finding yourself in lots of ways and projecting yourself and showing the world what a lovely Cancerian person you are and how much you've got to offer, because you've got that lovely water element. So that's that emotional side of you, that's that connection to nature, to love, to people, to the moon now as well. The moon, I mean, what do we do without the moon? I am mad about the moon. A lot of people are, aren't they? They're just phenomenal, and you're so connected to that. So you've got to you've got to use that sort of lunar aspect of you to illuminate the situation, to light up your path, to show people who you are, and to let us all enjoy you. I just think it seems like such a nice month for you, Cancer. So enjoy it, make the most of it, put yourself forward, believe in yourself. Use the law of attraction to attract what you want to come to you, the abundance, the prosperity, the manifestation, the love, the goals, the things that are important to you, while still being your authentic, really lovely self, because you can only ever be you, can't you? And we wouldn't want it any other way. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, perhaps you would like it for me, that would be amazing, and subscribe. And thank you all so much for the subscriptions and the likes, because they are going up and it means a great deal to me. So I do appreciate it. I'm going to be putting up weekly videos. They're just 1 or 2 cards, just to give us a general feel of the energy. I really like doing them. So if you subscribe, you get a notification, so you can kind of hop over and have a look at them weekly. They're just nice. They're just nice. So I'll be doing those, and then I will see you in March. Have a really good month, Cancer. Lots of love to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.